He actually hit stop streaming
Oh,
after the intro.
son.
Well, now you're on camera.
I think I wasn't doing something else.
Oh no, not sit next to me.
Ah, shit. I guess we'll play a video.
What's going on
Oh.
Twitter, not my Twitter feed. For some reason, sometimes I don't do the video, I just put the text up.
Wait, why the f- did I do that?
Oh, come on, man. I got family, I got kids, everything's upstairs in the closet, dog. Just take it.
Money. I love that money.
Lucas.
Money. You don't really want to play. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. Money, make you shut him mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say, stay up out of my way. Cause money, make you shut him mouth. Keep playing with these goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide. We just multiply. We been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. And use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get it erased, what you talking about? Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Horry. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign, so independent, my money be corporate. These raps is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that Soarin'. She always go ahead, let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, man. And you can never, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you playing the game, then you play by the rules. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Cause money's what I'm talking about.
Money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. I did that the right way this time. Because I didn't shut it off.
Hey, man, shit happens sometimes.
It does, it does, it does.
I feel like that's the story of CP3 life. Like the way he said that, it flowed too easily.
Because when something happens, you can't change it, so don't worry about it. Just keep it moving and make it happen. That's what you
Okay,
gotta do.
I hear you.
Yeah, just keep moving along.
Let's see
baby.
how long you gonna keep that contact this show.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Depends on how many cups of this
Uh,
1800 I partake of during the show.
what's going on? What's going on, CP3? How was your week? I'm sure you had something crazy happen to you.
Boy, oh boy, yeah, it was the life of a car salesman this week, boy. Chasing these sales, man. I was working open and close every day. I was out there Thursday in that monsoon that came through Maryland from 9:15 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and ain't talked to nobody.
yeah.
I got home, took my shoes off and my socks. Feel like I've been swimming all day, man. My feet was all wrinkled like I was in a pool. And I was like, wow, but
And your feet a little pale already.
you know what? Why we gotta be talking about that? All right, I told you I ain't got my tip right now. All
I
right?
was
The
just
sun
saying,
ain't been
I
out.
understood.
We was talking about my feet
circumstance.
being wet. We ain't nothing about what color they were. We was saying it was
But
wet.
you know, when people get wet feet, they get lighter.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because
As I
it's
was,
already.
as I was saying, talking about my high yellow feet. Don't be worried
I'm
about my
sorry.
feet.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay.
But yeah, the car guards and the man upstairs looked out and made it possible for a man to get his check secured. So I appreciate all the help from my coworkers and folks. I know a couple of my folks been tuning in. Shout out to y'all. Soda's on me next week, dog. I appreciate it.
Did you say soda?
Soda. Hey man.
What about people who don't drink soda?
Tea or juice or whatever.
Mm.
We know what you want.
You said,
She said juice. You like, what the fuck is juice?
What's in it?
This.
What we chasing?
But yeah, it's been a crazy month. Car sales, about the microchip shortage and the
Right.
car shortage. So yeah, it's a grind out here right now. But it's a life I chose. I love it. Got to take the good with the bad. But that is 11 months in a row of me hitting my number.
I know that's right.
Next month, is the only month. October, November, when I first started, only 2 months that I didn't hit my number last year. Hit my number for October. November gonna be a little bit tougher, but yeah, it's gonna happen.
You got it.
And
Right.
my birthday in 2 weeks too, so yeah.
You about to act up.
Oh, we was just talking about it before the show. I'm taking off the Monday. I'm off Sunday and Tuesday.
Should we bring a stripper in here for you?
He's
Oh.
really. Hold on. He
Oh.
really took a second because he's like really
Because
contemplating.
I ain't been to the strip club, even the one that I know we go. I haven't been to the club in probably about 3 months myself. So
3 months. Ooh,
yeah,
that's such a long.
That's enough. When it's right down the street, I do security. I ain't gotta pay to get in. I can go whenever I want, and I don't go. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell them, I can't pay your bills. I gotta pay mine. So like I said, it's been a grind right now. So
They don't like that.
Well, you gotta spend a little bit something.
that's why I ain't been. Because I know me, and I made a mistake when I started selling cars. I went in the club one night after I got one of my commission checks. And
Uh-oh.
How much did you leave?
I think I dropped about a good $700-800 in that joint.
Damn.
I had to tell my security boy.
So you was being the baller.
I was there because I've been there so many times doing security, and it's a couple of young ladies that I would wanted to
That you
had some thoughts about and wanted to do some nasty things too. So
you just
I
went
took
ahead
that
and dropped
opportunity
that
to
mic.
let them know, in a monetary form of my true feelings of what I wanted to
See,
do.
that's the problem with you, man. I swear.
No.
They did for the money.
I
They
spent-
not there for
Well, I spent most of the money on drinks. I was turning.
you better not spend that.
They went up on
$700.
prices. They went up on prices in the joint since they redid it. Now, a Budweiser used to be like $6. Now it's like $8. Shot at 17.38 was 12. Now it's like 15. So yeah, I was having.
That still don't equal those numbers.
Well, when you in there for like 4 hours, hey.
$800 in 4 hours?
But then I bought my DJ some drinks. A couple of folks, bought
You
me
was in
drinks.
there big
I was
spending.
I was having, I hadn't, my days of, doing some not so many legal things. you know, I used to go to the
Drop
stuff.
some
Yeah, I
money.
used to go to the club.
So
and
let me
drop
tell
some
you
money.
this
Yeah.
right now. Don't ever complain about going to brunch with me.
I never did complain. I didn't say nothing
Okay.
about it.
Mhm.
Because like I say, I don't go out, and when I do go, I normally blow some money because all the other 6 months of the year I ain't doing shit.
Well, you know, black women, we do brunch and we do it up.
Man, I mean, you know, I'm saying it's a bye week next week, so you know, I don't have a pregame or postgame. Might gotta do a brunch next Sunday, or like I said, my birthday on the 8th to 15th, so maybe we can do a brunch on Sunday.
If we do a brunch, we going somewhere. Yeah.
It's my birthday. I'm getting my
Yeah,
commission
that's
check.
what I'm saying. We next week we can do a brunch in celebration of your birthday.
We can.
Yeah,
We can do no. I get to pick. Look at your face.
You know a lot of places. I said I don't know nowhere, so you
If
probably
I
better
can
pick.
pick, then
I'll probably pick some dumb shit like jazz. Let's go
Nah.
to jazz. Bro.
no.
That crab, that motherfucking crab, that addictive though.
At Jasper.
Yeah, that shit.
I'm
Crab is the devil.
Man, oh yeah, just because you
That shit's the devil.
That's
No,
'cause you
we
look
need to go to a brunch where they cooking it for you, like special.
No, you see, I mean, you know, I don't really know what spot. You know, when we went out, I ain't know nothing
We
about
can
that.
we can go to the spot I was telling y'all that I went to the other week. We can go there.
Well, you know, you came in little sideways.
I did not come in sideways.
She was leaning, y'all. The door was straight, and she was crooked.
No, we can go there for your birthday.
Oh yeah, that was when you said it was.
It's
Georgetown.
Georgetown. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I gotta dress up for that.
Just nice, but not. You don't have to. You know.
You can't come in flip flops.
Might have my pinky up.
You can't come in slides, nigga.
No slides.
You know they got special.
No.
slides.
You got fancy
I
slides.
got fancy slides. I got dress
They
slides.
got diamond encrusted
I got
slides.
dress slides for all occasions.
Just because your slides say UGK don't make them.
Hey man, it be bling bling, dog.
But it's your birthday. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna do something. You know, my thing is I haven't done nothing for my birthday in a while. You know, it's been a rough last about 7, 8
And then you
years.
need to celebrate your because we gonna just claim the November. That'll be 12 months straight.
Oh.
And then you know, December we going to Vegas.
Huh?
You
I'm
know,
going in January.
we going to Vegas in December.
When?
I'm going to Vegas in
Why
January.
you ain't take your vacation yet?
Yeah, I ain't taking my vacation. I ain't been to Vegas before either.
Because I can't do nothing. I can't go to Vegas in December. Baby girl coming home.
Ooh, did he catch that?
And that's why-
Whoa, DeAndre Carter with a hell of a catch.
I've been telling people
Hell of
Carter
a throw by
was
Taylor
gonna be
Heineke
a problem.
to make it a 9-10 game with extra point pending. Washington was driving out of the. Wow, I'm impressed by that throw. I saw the fade route. I didn't think that he was going to get it there, and Heineke put some beautiful touch on that, and Carter pulled it down.
2
That-
feet and some knees.
I just posted a little while that the offense couldn't get out its own way, but they got it their own way in this drive.
You posted that.
I always critique the game throughout the game, good, bad, or the ugly. But Washington looks like they're ready to tie this game up with 38 seconds left in the third quarter. I did have them winning this game, and hopefully my prediction comes true because I'm in 9th place in my picking.
You get lower and lower.
I mean, man, the game
Wait,
is
ninth place out of how many?
I'm like 18 right now. I was in
So you
first
had
place.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got first place a
I
couple
was in
weeks
first
ago.
place
What the
like
fuck
in week
else?
6, and then the last 3 weeks with some of these picks I done made. Well, I tell you,
Man.
I'm in 9th place
Is it the
now.
alcohol?
Nah, it's just been some bad picks, man. I don't know. My fantasy football, you know, we've been a little rocky. Last week I had 2 players get hurt in the middle of the game. This week my running back ain't jack. I got people's on bye. I'm going against Paul, the boxing guy. He talking trash already.
Of course.
So yeah, my football, especially after that Washington football team game last week in Green Bay, yeah, it was just a rough week. But on a bright note for the DC Sports, Washington Wizards, and I've actually been watching some of the games. I'm not an NBA fan, but I've been watching them.
So proud.
5-1, starting the season off. Wes Unseld Jr. has done a hell of a job with them coming out. They're actually playing defense. They actually have a big man that plays like a big man. Who the fuck knew?
Hey.
Grabbing rebounds, dunking on people,
Yes.
blocking shots.
Yes.
I ain't seen
Maybe
nobody
you
in the
should.
Wizards uniform.
Maybe you should give him a chance.
I mean, I'm watching because our roundtable covers them very well, and they beat Boston twice on the road and at home, and one game without Bradley Beal. They beat at Indiana in overtime. They're playing defense. They're fighting. I can't remember the point guard's Chin. I can't. What's the dude's name? Number 26. I can't pronounce his name.
Now I can't say it because you messed. He just made that like what you call them? Chin chin?
It's he got a crazy name. They got a couple of N's and some B's and a W in there. So I'm just like, dude, be balling. That's all I know.
And now I can't say it because you messed that up.
I mean, they playing some good ball, so that's good to see. Washington Capitals off to a good start. 5-0-3 in the first month of the season, points in every game. Still got some wrinkles to work out. I'm still not happy with Samsonov in the goals, and I think Double B should be getting the spot, but we're going to see how things pan out. We're going to cover all of that, plus more on Sports in the Hill podcast tomorrow night, starting at 9 o'clock. As always, streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and coming to more platforms soon.
All right.
Yeah.
He had his professional voice.
He did.
You got to do the voice.
I'm glad you do that like at the beginning of the show though.
As soon as the end, it ain't
the end of the show, that shit is getting crazy.
Lady Internet, what's been going on with you?
Man. I think that I'm being recruited by some of these companies to be like brand ambassadors and things. So I've gotten recruited by a couple before. But last week I did a detox.
How'd that go?
A 1-day detox from this company. It was a holistic company. It was all natural. It worked, but that thing was very extreme. Like it was.
It drained out your whole inside.
I was like the dumb and joint.
And this guy talking about I'm throwing stuff on the grill. Nope. I was like,
you come through.
I was like, I'm not coming out the house, bro.
It
It says it on the bottle. It says it on the bottle. Take on your day off.
Damn.
Then they have scripture on there. Right.
Yeah.
Is that what you said when you on the toilet? Dear Lord, please.
Lord, please. Let this stuff stop coming
I
out
was
sometime
like, this
soon.
trying to say it has it has Deuteronomy 14 too. I was like, wait.
Oh, Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
No, you know what? Deuteronomy.
You know that's the irony of that.
He's not mature enough to have this conversation.
The irony of that scripture and what you're doing is something really bad.
But my review is on my Lady Antoinette page.
Okay.
For that. And I did it the day after I visited a winery.
That was you going to say a buffet.
Not a buffet. But I did go to a winery.
Oh, different types of stuff. Just everywhere.
I did go to a winery, so yeah. But the winery.
So what did that do to the detox?
I mean, really no. It's grapes. I don't know, but I mean.
Did it make it smell great?
Okay. So look, the detox was by a company called and no, they don't pay me.
Not yet anyway.
Right. Peculiar People is the name of the company.
How'd you find out about them?
On Instagram, people were doing like these challenges and doing videos of their reaction. No, let's see what I'm talking about right here.
It's a good word.
It's Deuteronomy. That's really that's a book in the Bible. That we know you don't know that.
I read it a while back.
A while back.
I might not remember everything. Some
But-
burning bushes and some stuff.
Yeah, I found out about it, and it's definitely it's holistic. It's all natural, all of that. So, in the bottle when you open it up, you have to drink this 8-ounce bottle. It smells like rotten hot dog water.
Damn.
It's the only way you can describe it. And when people said it, one guy said it smelled like bologna water. Another girl said
Oh,
hot
no.
dog. Another girl said it smelled like hot dog water. And when I smelled it, I was like, it smells like rotten hot dog water. It was difficult to drink the whole 8 ounces, but it literally.
You drank it at once?
You have to drink it all at once. And I mean, you can take breaks, yeah, but that was rough. It was rough. It was rough trying to drink it. And then 2 hours later, it works. I need y'all to
Damn,
understand.
2 hours.
2 hours, that's all you need. And it works.
Funny you said baloney, boy. Cause it was we was I don't know why I had this flash.
I'm scared when you have flashbacks.
Yeah, I don't
You
even
know, you know
know.
how back in all day back in the job we used to just be roasting each other going back and forth. And
You
one
so-
day
you
somebody
thought somebody
said somebody said your breath smelled like bologna.
Well,
But then he came back with he had glasses. He was like a frog peeking through ice.
what?
He told me like a frog peeking through ice because his glasses were so.
Oh,
I was I was in tears.
this is where we used to live.
Dude
Y'all
named
used to be bored.
Ron. Dude named Ron.
Oh,
He
wait.
just stood there and looked.
Oh, no.
Man, fuck you. That's all was only coming. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, I had a moment. That
I
was
know who you
hilarious.
talking about, too.
Oh, man.
But this is real rotten hot dog water. Like, it really smells like it.
No, I'm ready to have a fun detox now. I'm pretty- My system really.
No, let me explain this to you. You think that you have your body is clean and all that stuff until you take something like that. And first of all, I don't know what you told me. You eat pork. That stays in your body forever.
I'm just saying how you.
Not really forever, guys.
Basis that I think I flush out more than most people do.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, if you try to, it's just 1 day detox. All you need is 24 hours.
How much does it cost?
It's like, well, you can get it. The regular price is like $29, right? But they always giving you like coupons and deals. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you go onto the site, it's like put your email in and they give you like 30% off the break. So
Oh, damn.
you can get deals and discounts on it. But it's $30 and it's really worth everything. So did that. Then this weekend spent some quality time with my wannabe thug.
Leave Joey Lawrence alone.
Yeah, so me and my son today
But
is
Johnny
Halloween. Happy Halloween. I am Danielle's son. And I'm ready for the tournament for Miyagi-Do.
Mm-mm.
And my son decided to be Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
And so last night we had a mishap with the DC United game, which they lost. We should have been there. My son was like, "That's because we didn't go. We were like down there. DC got to do better with when it comes to
Parking.
Parking." I was like, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not." We were so frustrated. I was just like, "You know what? Nope, we out. We out." Well, I mean, we didn't want to catch the metro, but I was like, "Nope, we out." And they've taken like a lot of the parking spaces away.
They take a lot of the housing away.
That's all.
I mean, driving DC, man, between the speed cameras, the construction, and all the lights, man.
Well, I mean, where Audi Field is, it's not too deep into the city, you know. And anyone who knows me, I frequent Audi Field and that stadium. And because of the changes that they recently made, there's less parking.
Yeah, I mean, because you gotta think about it. There was already one stadium there, then they put another stadium.
Right, but even still, like, because, you know, we had the XFL team who played there, and I had season tickets. So I'm aware, you know, since Audi Field has been in existence of how the parking has been. But since then, they've taken more parking away, so we have less parking. We already didn't have enough parking.
That sucks.
So I'm like, because like one spot, I was like, oh, we can park down here. Nope, gone. Whole parking lot gone.
Damn.
Oh, y'all gotta wrap up.
So it's tough. And my son was like, let's go. Let's go. Because he was like, you think we about to walk from it? Which we were glad that we didn't, because we were right there next to the stadium, right after the game started. DC United scored. So of course we hear the cheering, the fireworks going off. That was the only time they scored.
Damn.
So had we parked and then walked all the way there and then watched him get whooped, you know, I would have been upset. But we went out to eat. He cost me a whole bunch of money. And then we went home and watched Cobra Kai because he made me watch the show. Anyone who is a Karate Kid fan definitely watch Cobra Kai. You're gonna get mad for a little bit, but there are some moments that you're gonna appreciate. But that was my all my time, other than the regular everyday stuff that I'm not gonna talk about or fuss about until since we were last here. I'm gonna have some more stories next go around.
Okay.
Get that quiet.
Well, last Sunday was my mommy's birthday,
Yes, we saw the pictures.
so I went out to Atlanta on Saturday.
Hmm.
So I went to pictures at the event on Saturday. So I came back Sunday morning.
Hmm.
So basically I had no sleep because my flight was
That's not about right.
7 o'clock Saturday morning. So
And then you came back Sunday.
watch when I get there because my flight was 7 o'clock. So I get there at 12.
Mm.
Because of course Southwest they do that stupid layover shit. So
I was
they
like,
did
what?
they made me do a layover in Florida to go to Atlanta.
Oh,
Yeah, they do stupid stuff like that.
So or the breakdown was stupid. So when I get to Florida, so by the time I get to Atlanta, it's time for the show. So I take the show. So I take an Uber to the show. That's so it's about like 1 o'clock. Show starts probably like 2, 3, whatever. Do the show. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's going good. We all go out to dinner afterwards. My flight in the morning is at 7 o'clock. So crashed at my homeboy's hotel. So I'm in the chair, sleeping but not sleeping.
Right.
So then
Lightly sleeping.
4 o'clock hits. Oh, I'm up. Gotta get the fuck out.
Yep.
So, and I didn't come with the only thing I brought was my camera and my laptop.
Oh my God.
So I didn't bring any bags. I was like, I'm going there to leave and come back.
Right.
So I get on the plane. I get there, boom, 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 get on the plane. And then originally they were planning to go to a crab feast for my mom. So I was like, that's the devil. I'm not going there. Because I like this thing called breathing.
Oh. Well, it's not their fault that you can't,
Look, they know me. They're younger than me, so they know that so they can actually say they know all their life that I can't do this.
Yeah.
So, as I'm getting on one plane, as I'm getting off the plane, my sister texts me, "What time are you coming back?" So I call her. I'm back. What's the part? Oh, I got this great idea. I said she was doing the crab feast. No. We're gonna go. Let's just take mommy on this boat ride. Okay. What time is the boat ride?
Now.
3:30. It's 1 o'clock. So I was like, all right, well, let me go home. So I go home. So I take the train home. For some reason, I just took the train home. I don't know why. No, it was 12 o'clock at the time. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna take the train home. Take the train home instead of catching the Uber. I get home. My sister says she's going to pick me up. Cool. Laying down, in the shower, get dressed, lay down some more. 2:30, my sister calls me. Yeah, I can't pick you up.
When he said it, you knew he was saying it for a reason.
So, as I said, I said, look, if I call Uber, it's not gonna get me there in time.
No.
So she said, just try. I'm gonna hold the boat. I said, you can't hold the boat, but what? I get in the Uber, come down there, get there at 3:35 as the boat is pulling off. So my brother's there, and he's like, it's just okay. We're all just talking. The funny thing is, my mother's not there though.
I'm sorry, what?
My mother's not there. So she's walking with Renegade and the baby. Well, he's not a baby, he's a toddler. He's
Right,
3.
but still.
So I was like, so why would you give the old lady the baby to carry when she already walks? Like 2 old people walking together. So.
And she the birthday girl.
So then we wound up, but then it was another water taxi. And then my brother looked at the boat and he was like, I don't want to ride that boat anyway. So we get on the water, we wound up making the decision to go on the water taxi. We passed the boat that we were supposed to originally be on. And it just looked like crap.
Aw.
So we just had fun just being on the water. So we went to the wharf and we paid for a round trip. So my sister was like, "Don't we gotta get off the boat?" I was like, "Why would we get off the boat if we paid for a round trip?"
Right.
So we just had fun, and then of course you seen the pictures of it, me and my brother beating up my nephew.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, you know,
Aren't you guys so sweet?
that's train.
Got what they asked to teach them.
You're never too young for a full Nelson.
Y'all know their words for these things.
Called a black family household. I went through it.
You are never too young for a full Nelson.
Okay, but you can't leave yourself as an example.
Put me in a figure for leg
You said I went through it.
It made me who the man I am today.
Sir, that's what I mean.
I am a pillar of this community.
The devil is a lie.
It's a rite of passage in my household.
But the devil is a lie. Let me move because
We
some
didn't
lightning.
necessarily say which community, we just said
So
Yeah, because I don't know what community that was.
so I guess
And then I almost died.
so. Let's get into a couple of stories. We'll get into like two stories real quick. Then we'll do a music break.
Yes.
So Alpo Martinez was killed outside Harlem. If you heard the movie Paid in Full, which Cameron was in, Dame Dash produced, it was loosely based on Alpo and Rich Porter. And
Loosely.
very loosely.
Loosely.
But apparently he was hitting a drive-by. The funny thing is, not gonna say funny thing. It was just really crazy because because when you look at it, they were like informant Alpha Martinez was shot and killed today. I mean, they made sure they threw that informant on there
because they know it's a hit.
Big Hurt put a post on Instagram with
6ix9ine. Yeah.
Running for cover.
Because I mean, it's really sad. That yes, a man lost his life. That's sad. However, anyone who said that they were surprised, you just must not have known.
I was surprised he was still walking around Harlem.
But I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That when anyone who becomes an informant knows how their life could possibly end, how their life most likely will end. So it's sad, but it's not a surprise. It's unfortunately that's just kind of the way of life.
Yeah.
For an informant.
Pretty much.
And I want to say maybe a week or so ago, the FBI released a number of informants that were killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I saw that and I was like, and people were shocked at the amount of people, the numbers. And I'm like, where are y'all from? Because when I hear informant, that's literally a walking target. Like, that's a known thing. When you're an informant.
Yeah.
Like, they don't put that in movies and in these storylines for nothing. Like, that's literally a thing.
I was always surprised that Jimmy the Greek survived as long as he.
So here's the thing: if you're an informant, the only way you can be successful and continue to live is you have to have the right dirt on the right people.
Well, he was in witness protection for a very long time.
That too. But even being in witness protection for a very long time does not mean you're safe. Let's be real.
That is true. That's true.
And if they want to come at you, they want to get you, they will.
Yeah.
So,
So
when I heard it, honestly, I did think somebody had already got him. Real talk. But when I heard it, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, you already knew.
It's sad, but yeah.
So on the most amazing fuckboy stuff I heard all week, we have to talk about Jermaine Jackson.
Mhm.
So while I was at work, minding my business, pretending I was working, uh, I just saw something that was so disturbing on the internet. I thought it was like, this can't be real.
And it is.
So apparently, Jermaine Jackson married the mother of his younger brother, Randy Jackson. Not like the ex-wife and mother of Randy Jackson's kids, his younger brother.
Yep.
If that was not enough, he's on some wild ass Jerry Springer shit.
Mhm.
And even more so, he's had 2 kids with this one.
Mhm.
Maybe it's love.
No.
No,
Mhm.
I would never want anything my brothers had. I don't even want anything my friends had.
I think it's this brother of Michael Jackson. So he's been getting trickle off booty his whole life.
Oh, you talking about Jermaine?
Yeah.
No. See, you gotta also remember this. You're saying he's the brother of Michael Jackson. That's not even it. It goes before Michael Jackson became the superstar that we know of him.
I'm just saying his track record of getting booty is basically because of
His-
his brother. So him
No,
sleeping with his brother's baby mother isn't
that's
that
what
far
I'm
of a
saying.
reach.
It goes, but
That's
it's
a
even
that's a
worse.
far reach,
I
bro.
What
mean,
I'm-
if you've
what
already
I'm
used to in
saying
your
to you-
mindset all your life, you've been getting booty because of who you were, who you're related to.
No,
By
that's
him
not.
taking that
That's
step and doing that, he probably sees nothing wrong
You're
with
not giving Jermaine the credit slash you got to point the finger at the fact. Jermaine, before Michael became a superstar, they were in Jackson 5. Jermaine was considered a sex symbol when Michael was just out of diapers. You got to keep that in mind. So Jermaine has been at this since he was like 16, 17 years old. Before Michael became, so it's not because of Michael, it's because of Jermaine. People knew Jermaine. Let's not forget that they kept pushing Jermaine when they were in the Jackson 5. Jermaine had his own album. But way back then, he had his own songs. They were pushing him as a sex symbol. And what we see now is a result of that. Jermaine, first of all the Jackson kids, we already know their story. We already know their upbringing. We already know that they got some issues. The whole family. With that said, Jermaine got the issues. He's been pushed as a sex symbol his entire life. And y'all seen this man. He looks crazy, but you can't nobody tell Jermaine that he ain't fly. Jermaine walks around like he is the flyest thing ever. Now, I admire that part about him because he look a mess. He looked like he got a plastered head and everything. But he still walk around like, I'm Jermaine Jackson. And honestly, what can we really say about it when this man got a bazillion kids?
Right.
This is not his first marriage.
I know that.
This is like his third or fourth marriage. And let's not talk about long-term girlfriends, side chicks. Yes, he has, and most of his kids got J names. Jermaine Jackson Jr., Your Majesty. I still can't get over that one. Yes. So Jermaine is trifling because of Jermaine. Okay, let's be real. And Randy is his little.
I would say he just that his mindset. He don't give a damn.
Yeah.
He just
Well,
chases some
Jermaine
tail.
he's one of the oldest, and then Randy is the baby.
Yeah.
So
Probably got something to do with it too.
yeah, he's like whatever. He's like I take what I want. And that's another thing that he's kind of Jermaine has literally had that mentality since he was young. I'll take whatever. When it comes to women, we seen it.
That's very R. Kelly-ish.
Well, I don't know about how the age, but Jermaine got lots of kids. Like,
But I mean, it's just I don't know. Like I said, to me, it's just some lines you should just never cross.
Oh, I'm the same way. I don't,
You know.
I don't have no brothers, but I would sleep with my brothers.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's a little trifling.
I mean,
Yeah, it had to go down. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to that situation, I've had some of my boys
yes.
that'll be like, one of our coworkers, he had a sister that
Here
wanted
we go.
to, you know,
Here we go.
do a little something, and
Yeah, so
I had
I've
known
heard
this
this
since
story.
she was a
We're doing a
youngster,
podcast right
and now she's, legal age, and she
now. I
basically
mean,
told me, yeah, I want to
I can
have some
That-
fun.
I can do it, but
go
still,
ahead,
it's on you.
okay.
No, but I didn't do it because when I went to my boy, and I was like, just
Your
letting you know,
sister.
yeah, your sister trying. He's like, oh yeah, she told me I don't have a problem with it. You can like,
That's
nah,
weird.
bro,
That's weird.
I can't do that because first of all, I knew her since she was teenage. I can't
Okay.
do that. That's wrong. And second of all, that's your sister.
Okay.
You can't do that.
She must not
Okay.
have been good enough for you to want.
No, I couldn't.
Right.
I mean, at that point in time in my life, I'd have knocked it off just to knock it off. But I was like, nah, that's your sister, dog.
Well, Jermaine Jackson with his 7 kids.
Yeah, that ain't that bad. I have no guy that have more. My
He
cousin
probably
got more.
do have more. We just don't
Oh, they
know.
ain't claiming. Yeah.
Okay, my boy Cruel Intentions, Jamel Wanzler, shout out to him. He said he's friends. He actually is friends with 2 of Jermaine's kids. They're really
See?
cool. He said, I know, Your Majesty. That's really a name.
I told you. I'm
And his brothers, they down to earth and they really love to laugh. He said they.
Right, but that's them.
Yeah.
That's their father, man.
And shout out to DJ Nasty Nights. He's actually watching us on IG.
Hey.
What's going on, fam?
And
But
then,
I'm trying to tell you, Jermaine.
yeah, Jermaine's a little weirdo. And shout out, who else is on IG? Shout out to all them real chick diva. And Frida Robinson.
I said wheelchair.
I said real chick.
I
didn't
know,
say,
I thought you said
where the fuck did you get this shit?
That's what I said. I thought I heard something.
We about to take the bottle already. Like, you
but real talk, I mean, like this. And I ain't saying I ain't perfect, but I've never I say never because it happened like once or twice.
Wait, what?
Like me and my boys slept with the same girl. Like it's happened, and sometimes a lot of times it ain't intentional. It's just something that just happened. Like I've never really gone after. Like when I knew my man was hitting that joint, I'm really
Right.
never.
It
But
wasn't known.
But I've known people who have done that.
Yeah. But I feel like there should be a line. There are people who are supposed to be untouchable in your life.
I mean,
There should be.
if we're boys, I'm not touching your baby moms.
Yeah.
And that's you said if we're boys. That's that man brother.
Brother.
That's your blood brother.
Yeah.
But I mean, he has I think 2 boys by her. And
And then he got 2 stepsons.
you mean nephews?
Something.
That's different. I couldn't.
He said he's never met them, but he doesn't post negative stuff like because he gotta get the samples.
Yes.
I feel you on that.
You don't want to say stuff, but at the same time, we live in like.
Yeah.
What you doing? Say what?
Yeah. Oh, so the 29th, Friday the 29th was a very big day. Renegades Get Back is actually on all streaming platforms.
All right, congrats.
So you can download that. It's on iTunes, Amazon. Shout out to Jamel Wanzler, my man Cruel Intention. He's a DJ. He actually copped it and downloaded it on Amazon. We appreciate that. And
definitely check that out, y'all.
yeah, it's one of the hottest singles ever. It got CP3's favorite line in there.
Will you be changed?
You know what?
I'm just saying.
It's like I want you to support the song.
I do.
However,
You just know that one part.
but it's not even that. I feel like the song is aiding to a side of you that we're trying to make sure that you are able to control.
It's not like I'm pimp slapping nobody yet.
Yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's the problem. The yet.
Yeah, I done been there before, and I had
As he grabs the 18.
I had to ask him before,
Oh shit!
When
Did
you
not know
picture
this. Didn't Marvin Gaye and Mary Berry Barry Gordy's daughter had to do an album as part of the divorce settlement. That's
I wouldn't
crazy.
be surprised.
I won't be surprised, but that's
But then Jermaine, I think, married Barry Gordy's daughter.
damn.
Yeah, his first marriage. They was all keeping it in the family back in the day anyway.
I see.
Just like for a long time, they tried to lie about Diana's daughter being Barry Gordy's. I'm like, she didn't came out looking just like that man. You can't deny it.
I can't deny it.
We gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
What, Jada?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go on music break and then we're gonna talk about
I
Jada.
got a lot to say about that.
I figure you. That's why I figured we take the music break first, cause Jada has done some things that
You mean say something?
said some things and
She done some things, but this time she says.
oh, that's the wrong one. Let's play it. Yo, it's Renegade, but this ain't the song that we got to play. Oh man. And go. And man also cheating with Randy White, who caused him to have a mental breakdown. On my own. The feeling's gone. And you know what we about to talk about now. I remember watching A Different World. No. I'm giving y'all too much. I'm giving y'all too much. I'll give you that later. But I remember watching A Different World. I don't know, was it season 2 or 3? And this little youngin came on there, and she had the fiery attitude, and everybody wanted her.
And she was so cute.
Yeah, and she was so ghetto and cute, and although I did like Kimberly Reese, so don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was sexy.
Smart.
Yeah.
Little chocolate.
Chocolate.
What body call her? Little chocolate drop.
Yes. But everybody wanted Jada Pinkett. Set it off. when Charles from Night Court hit that joint.
Everybody was mad. Everybody was mad, especially what happened
Yeah.
after that.
You know, in Menace to Society, when Kane hit that joint. Yeah. And everybody thought this be the woman I would want.
Yeah, she was the woman of everyone's dreams. Remember Low Down Dirty Shame?
Yeah, I just watched that about 2 weeks ago.
A lot of people love them some Jada.
And now I'm just so disgusted.
Well, someone mentioned to me that they just came across, or maybe they forgot about it from back in the day now. The episode where Tupac was on it.
Oh yeah.
But at the time, a lot of people did not know their history, and that really was her ex.
Yeah.
At that time, and it appeared that at one point Jada and Tupac were madly in love, but she stepped away. And the reason she has given was that they were going in two different directions. You know, he started wilding out. She was trying to, be about her acting and go the straight and narrow path, and he was going a different direction. Then, fast forward, she got married to Will. They met. Will admitted that he was intimidated by their relationship.
I remember her describing Will Smith as being corny.
When she first met him, she said he was corny, but she liked that about him, which I can identify, because I love me a good guy like that. I'm the one that goes for the nerds, so I understand what she meant. However, I don't
Corny.
feel like that swayed her.
Corny is not CP3.
Yeah.
If a girl is corny to you, that's not sexy, right?
I mean, I've never used the word corny to describe a female before.
Yeah, I don't hear too many women calling like goofy. If a female
So
was
a female is goofy, that's sexy to you.
Nah, goofy's never sexy.
But at the end of the day, could you deal with a girl who is goofy?
It depends if she's goofy all the time. Hell no. If she has her moments, then yeah, everybody had their moments. But if she has a goofy personality that, I couldn't do it because that shit would get on my nerves after a while. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Everything ain't
Yeah, why they gotta be a bitch though?
Here's the problem. When you deal with somebody, especially we talking what 22 years now.
Yeah.
What she thought was corny, it was cute corny. Ain't so cute. All of 22 years.
I mean, it's just.
I'm gonna just be real.
I mean, the question with the marriage employee, was it more that she knew it would probably help her career, or was she actually in love with him and still just settle with him because she was in love with Tupac, but she knew, and one, it wouldn't help her career, and two, like I said, we went in two different directions.
Well, it was some space in between, so I don't think that the relationship with.
I think it was a calculated business move. That's what I think it was. The whole marriage was.
There
Because
are
they had
some
an open marriage the whole time.
Well, no, they didn't say that the whole time. We didn't hear about that until after they done had 2 kids and everything.
Like I said, that came out. That means if it came out, that means that wasn't something they just started doing and say, "Oh, we're going to tell the world." No. That's probably been the whole way.
But a lot.
They're saying. I think Will eventually spoke out. Eventually, they came to that conclusion together.
I mean, she already said what's the latest thing? She said he's whack in bed or whatever.
No, she didn't say he was whack. She said she was on the Red Table Talk, which a lot of people are saying that she needs to get that snatched.
She need to get that shit. She stopped that shit.
Some things keep coming out on the Red Table.
Sometimes the real comes out on show.
Jamel asked, he said, was it a marriage of convenience?
So here's my thing about their marriage. At that time, a lot of people in Hollywood were linking up. Yeah. Whether it was just something to do, who knows? But the fact of the matter is, regardless of how it started, it lasted 22 years up until this point. I mean, not to say that they're going to get a divorce, but 22 years?
In one entanglement?
No. One entanglement that we know about.
Yeah.
Because it's come out that they had an open marriage at a certain point, they decided to have an open marriage.
But a lot of these niggas got open
But
marriage.
it might be like police brutality. It's always been going on, but now they're just talking about it.
I mean,
Right.
but the thing about
no, even the stuff that we've heard that at a certain point they came to that conclusion, and what was initially said was that it was Jada's idea, which what goes back to her thinking that he was corny back in the day. She may love him or find him, appealing for whatever reason, whether it's financial, whether she really loved him, or whether she wanted to create a balance in her life. Even still, something was missing as far as maybe sexually or just her general attraction. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about what should and shouldn't go on in a marriage. What I do want to say, though,
let me get comfortable.
okay? What I do want to say, and for the first time in my entire life, I can honestly say I agree with 50 Cent because he came out and said something. He said, "Come on now. Come on, bruh. You doing all of this makes the marriage look weak." I have been a wife. As a wife, I felt that no matter what, I am going to behave in a certain way. And there's certain things I'm not going to say, especially in the public eye. And we not famous. We not famous. When you are in a marriage, regardless of what goes on in that marriage behind closed doors, to the public, you are in a marriage. If you choose to stay in that marriage, then you need to produce a united front. Everybody don't need to know your business. Why are you on Red Table Talk telling Gwyneth Paltrow, of all people, because like who is she for real, to your marriage? But you're telling Gwyneth Paltrow that over the years you have struggled to maintain a sexual relationship with Will.
Do you know how many women want Will Smith?
My ex-husband is a man that a lot of people said looked like Will Smith. No lie. And when they look at my son, they say, he kind of looks like Will Smith. Kind of looks like Jaden. Well, not anymore. Jaden don't look the same. But like After Earth, remember they were in that
that
movie
terrible
together?
movie.
But a lot of people say that my son and my ex-husband look like them. Okay. There are so many things that I could say about my ex-husband that I do and don't like. Obviously, we're not married anymore, so there's a lot that I can say that I don't like. I can say stuff currently. Am I going to do that? No.
I mean, I was always raised because they're about the same age as me, so I was always raised in a black household. That my mom always told me the certain things you don't talk about. Everybody don't need to know your business. We do this podcast, we have fun, we joke, but I'm not gonna put every detail of my life on this podcast.
Nope. We not all going to be CP3.
I tell everything. I tell a lot.
I'm messing with you.
But I do tell a lot. I
But-
that real.
But it's just certain things that, if my mama made me mad, I ain't gonna put that on the podcast. It's just certain things that we should talk about that we can talk that we should talk in private, not in public. That's just how I was raised.
Right.
So my mom may piss me off. My mom could have pissed me off the day before her birthday. I would still go there and party and happy and take happy pictures with her because there's things that we should do that you do in private. So we had a discussion in private. I'd be like, "Oh, Mom, you pissed me off." That's a conversation that doesn't need to be done in front of everybody.
Right.
So.
And I'm hoping and praying that when she said to Gwyneth Paltrow, she is already related to Will. Because I would hate for him to find out for the first time on that show.
Yeah,
And I will say this though. The August Alsina thing, it came to the public eye because of August. So in a sense, she chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
Because apparently, but like apparently both of them have people that they've slept with. It's just that August decided to make that public.
I mean, there was some talk about when they did Focus and Margot Robbie and Will Smith were very close.
There were a lot of things that Will did.
That's how she kind of got into the Suicide Squad.
But hold on, how about
I ain't gonna let her. She a bad white
when
chick.
he did Hancock?
Charlotte Shirley Stern.
There were some talks about that too.
Hey, she a sister, man. She's South African.
She ain't no sister because she's South African.
I'm about to say, I just want to hit him.
So
But at the end of the day, they're not coming out and saying things about Will.
They're saying about Jada.
Because apparently whoever Will then slept with
Ain't talking. So
but Jada, who knows how many there are.
yeah.
We just know of August. And he's the little young one that she done touched his soul a little bit.
He done touched his son's friend.
That's true.
So Jamil Wanda said, Will looks more like the leading man being married, and Jada looks more like the wife, which helped her career grow, as men see her as the wifey type. A lot of people just saw Jada as the wifey type because of her being married to Will. Like it didn't turn off her sex.
Yeah, because she
it didn't turn off her
before.
Yeah,
but then
wifey. It didn't turn off her sex. It made people want. Well, I want that Will and Jada. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Their relationship appeared to be relationship goals, and I hope this brings to light those people who really focus on stuff like that. Like, nah, you saying relationship goals. What your relationship goal should be is to make what you got better, not trying to be like somebody.
Not trying to be like Will and Jada.
Even though Alicia said it, and I feel some kind of way because there's a couple names that she mentioned, and it's like, especially now, it's like. She mentioned Cosby, Camille and Cosby.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I'm gonna need Alicia to never, ever
sing that song again.
Don't mention people's names. Especially how she got her marriage, but that's no shade.
Yeah, definitely. I love Alicia Keys though. She's still singing.
I do, but we know that came with some stuff.
Yeah, I know.
But
he ended up watching this Washington football.
Oh, I thought you were saying that because of me. I'm about to say I ain't mean no shade. No.
He upgraded to a better singer. Keep it 100.
Oh.
Hey. He did. So Jay-Z was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to him.
So congratulations to the Jigga Man. But now, as I meant to actually, but I was at work, so I forgot. I meant to actually, I screenshot it. So I saw the post on Facebook, and then some white guy was like, he doesn't even have a rock album.
No, you going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You talking about them fighting?
So he didn't have a rock album, but
I heard one.
I could have sworn Jay-Z did an album with Linkin Park.
He had one.
They did a collab, the crack mashup album.
Yeah. So is that not a rock album?
Yeah, it is. But that's what happens when you a hater and you don't know what you're talking about. That's what that.
But the biggest thing is though, y'all stole rock and roll from black people.
I really don't think. I give people what they say normally as face value. So he's saying he didn't have a rock album. He didn't say anything about race. Say he didn't have a rock album. So whether he meant race underlining.
He clearly meant race.
Whether he meant race underlining or not, no matter how you look at it, Jay-Z meant the qualifications. There are some people that, folks say weren't rock and roll and they got inducted into the Hall of Fame. However, Jay-Z did rock and roll.
So Collision Course is the name of the album.
Mm-hmm. So he definitely did rock and roll.
And even when he did Rick Rubin did the beat to 99 Problems and A Bitch Ain't One, which is it's an Ice-T song. That beat it sounds like the drums are sampled from a rock song.
Regardless, he did rock. So anyone who wants to hate on him, and this is coming from someone who wasn't a big, huge Jay-Z fan. I was the Nas fan. When they had their battle, I went with Nas versus Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So But at the end of the day, I'm not going to slight him on any of his accomplishments.
Yeah.
This man was inducted, rightfully so. And in order for anyone to get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there are a lot of factors that come into play to make that selection. I don't like it when people decide they want to, come out and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, let that man have what he has.
I mean,
The dude who commented, I'm going to say this. Jay-Z has accomplished more than the dude who commented. Why? Because we don't know who the dude who commented was. So I'm going to need you to sit down and know your role.
the thing about that is that, look, man, we had to eat that Macklemore when he won over Kendrick Lamar. It was just due time. We had to get something. We had to get something. Macklemore, no, he didn't even need to win.
That was a weird moment.
But we had to eat that Macklemore album winning over Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, Jay-Z's the blows of the rock.
Like, I really thought it was like one of those Steve Harvey moments, and they like read that wrong. Like,
yeah. Oh man.
So
what
do you mean? Like, last place, did you flip it? I was confused.
In unsurprising news, the he just hated the West Seattle Hollywood. In unsurprising news, the Fugees has canceled their reunion tour until 2022.
I mean, when I heard it, I was like, Fugees, that would be amazing. Too bad it's not gonna happen.
I wanted to buy tickets so bad, but I knew.
I doubt anybody bought tickets.
But I knew in my soul it wasn't going to go.
And the bad thing about it is when you see that, everybody knows the exact reason why it would not happen. If there is any issue with that tour, we all know what the exact issue would be. And it's sad. Because Sister Girl is talented. But we know Sister Girl, she got some issues.
Yeah.
Some issues she need to work out.
Jamel said anything with On Hill get canceled.
Right.
I'm not surprised.
Like,
and I love Lauryn Hill. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is one of the greatest albums ever.
And here's the funny thing is, we were really, really shocked to hear her in Nas' song.
And she right. And it was still good.
No. It wasn't because we thought she wouldn't do well. It's that she completed the project.
That she showed up to the studio.
You actually did it. You completed some work. You completed a project.
So
we want her to. We really let me say.
We want her to win.
The Black community loves Lauryn Hill. We want her to win. However, we know she don't want to win.
CBT, why you got your fist like you about to fight?
He about to fight.
Like he about to
fight the whole team.
This is the second fumble on this drive, and they actually recovered it. If you're watching football team game versus Denver. The play calling has been atrocious. They were on their way to tying the game up, and Scott Turner's trying to outthink the game. Gave the ball up, got a sack on the play after the done play call. The Denver had the ball. Luckily, Coach Rivera still had his 3 timeouts, and Chase Young just made a game-changing play, which fans have been crying for all season, and just got a strip the running back of the ball to give the Washington football team the ball back inside the 30 of Denver with 19 seconds left and 1 timeout remaining with a shot to tie the game to possibly force it to overtime.
But let's see how that's going to work.
We're going to see how it plays out. It depends on if Turner still calling it dumb plays. I just say they need to.
This is 21 seconds. You sure he can tag it? That means he'd have to do a shotgun.
Not 21 seconds. I think it's time to get out of bounds.
They have done it before in history. However,
that ain't the same quarterback.
30, all they got to do is get some out routes to get out of bounds. One time. They got 2 timeouts, actually. But they can still throw in between the numbers.
Look at this. Oh, my God.
That's with him having lacking arm strength.
You know what? You are so right. We do love Lauryn Hill, and she does need to stay out her own way.
Exactly. Like, we can identify that she is her own problem. She's her own downfall.
Attack that ball.
CP3
about to fight everybody in Denver.
It's a
So-
good game. Shouldn't be this close, but it's a good game.
So basically, Alexis, somebody from Alexis team sent us some music.
Okay.
So as always, here at the bar, I don't play this shit until until the show. So I don't know what it sounds like.
Never lie.
See, we breathe.
Should be
The first time I'm gonna ever say this, drink some more. You need to relax. No, you're not. No, shut up.
Game's winnable.
So we about to play. This is Adolf Baghdad. No hook.
No hook.
Yep.
Okay. So it don't have no hook.
That's the name of the song.
We love to see.
Yeah, they don't forget. Fucked up. Nah, baby, this bitch. You know how I feel, sit in the cell and wait for a verdict or guilty or not. Watch your enemies plot, knowing they hoping you hot. They kicking my spot, looking for drugs, they calling me thought. When really I'm just supplying the girl that's I came up, this I was raised. 4-time chopping no minimum wage. Now I'm to the next element of my back, so pushing them sex. I remember the next time in the back, and I'm fishing the day, and I'm on the stage, and I'm trying to raise. I'm finish my show, I hop up in the break, keep up with my face, I'm ahead of the race. That's why I keep smiling on my face. Feeling money to the ceiling, hit 'em with the gift. For sure to swim to the game, wearing up the chains, but I'm being past, why I never change. I just protecting my aim, yeah. It's like using my brain, yeah. Trust me, we had the same 40 and 50 and blowing some brain. Looking for a handout, man, gotta get up and get it. What a big dude, you ain't got no money. Them niggas was watching the 10 and 16. Nigga jumped me on the back street. I shot at the end of December. You fought with me, then it's consequences, little nigga. I go to war with the whole city. And I'm too smooth when I pick up in the two. I swear you wanna hook me. And I'm no fool. I can put trust in these hoes. I'm power and living up with it. Niggas too fake and they ain't no y'all be bad if I couldn't be niggas. I was too grown, but I'm up now. Thanks God for this wonderful feeling. She a sexy bitch, but a messy bitch, so I pass on the roll on a bullet. I was too grown, but I'm up now. Thanks God for this wonderful feeling. She a sexy bitch, but a messy bitch, so I pass.
Nigga, they can see
Not on my feet.
you. Yeah, I got another one.
There's really no hook though.
There's really no hook.
I
Yeah,
know.
the second dude, his voice reminds me of some kind of
The
place
second
you
dude, it's Adolf Baghdad featuring HP Quan.
His voice sounds familiar.
Me
It
too.
reminds me of
He's
something.
from Roanoke. I mean, you got any children down there?
Man,
I've been down there once. I don't think so.
that it only takes.
It only
one.
take one.
Man.
You said that depends.
It depends, man. I remember when I
Mm.
went down there. It wasn't. He shouldn't be rapping about it afterwards.
You know what?
That's his uncle. You probably knew that. You
So
were here when you met the mother.
I don't know. I think it's maybe the same one because it says no hook again. Yeah, it is. So let me play it. But you know, I kind of like the joint. I think the second dude was a little bit nicer than the first dude. Overall, I think
That's
it's a good
the one
song.
we said
It's a
sound familiar.
freestyle joint, yeah. But I think they both banged it out. They both, don't get me wrong, they both banged it out. But you know, the second dude, his voice was just really a standout.
Yeah.
It stood out to me more. So I like the beat though. The beat was really dark. Like took me to a dark place. Like you know.
CP3
You
probably.
gotta go that far.
What?
Yeah, like you gotta go far to go to a dark place. We also dark individuals in here.
I'm not.
You pretend not to be.
I'm
That's
not.
not like Zorro.
That don't mean I gotta go to a dark place.
Yeah,
I
LA.
had the business to keep it moving. I'm smiling and
LA carved in your ass, lady.
Oh man.
So instead of the Z, I'm talking LA.
In the LA. They ain't gonna know who it is.
I got some videos from 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 Atlanta. From two of the artists. Two of the artists are from a group from out here. They called KY Diamonds. I'm probably gonna get them on the show. They remind me of the City Girls.
I was glad it's female. I said KY.
You know what?
I'm just saying. In a name, you dudes rapping and you come out on stage, hey K, and you know somebody gonna go with him to rap. I'm just saying. You don't see that?
What? How did we get to?
This is what my
How
mind.
did we get over here? Oh, like some people when they get in the car, they swerve just a little bit. Nigga, you go all the way
But
left.
you're looking at us for us to confirm, and I'm like,
You didn't hear that too?
just because you're nasty,
I'm just saying.
don't
Right.
mean everybody else in the world.
You go all the way left with your shit.
Alright, I'm different.
Even Jamel was like, yo. He's like, I knew CP3 would take it. He was waiting for you to just go.
Thought it too. So see, he thought about it too.
No, he knew that you were going to go left.
He knew you was gonna say
I mean,
something
you know,
ridiculous.
that's weekly occurrence.
Clearly,
Clearly.
it wouldn't be right, I guess.
It wasn't. No. I get the cut up. I
And
can't
then
do
his
this on my
voice getting higher.
yeah, I can't do this on my show.
You didn't even play. You didn't even let me play the video yet. You just-
I'm glad you said it was. Because he said it
I'm just saying.
like it was about to be something intelligent he had to say. I'm glad you said
I
it
heard
was
today.
women.
That's what I was like.
Because, and that's what it went down after that.
I mean,
It's about to go down.
honestly, if there was a male group with a name like that, y'all would think something was wrong with
Look,
that.
you don't even know how old these young ladies are.
But I'm just saying, I would rather be young ladies that have a name with those two letters in it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
You know
What
what?
if
I'm
it was
just,
a dude named Kai?
Yeah, we had to throw an E on there. I'm sorry. You got to throw an E or put an I in the middle or something.
I mean, the name could be actually. I could say K. I see the K and the Y. It could be called Kai Diamonds.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Or it could be Keisha and Yolanda. That's why.
I think it's their initials.
Okay, cool.
I think it's their initials. I
It
think
just happened to be KY. I'm
Because
just.
even though that they're women, that don't mean that the KY stands for what you think it is.
I'm not saying that's what it
it
stands
could be King of the Youngins.
I would go to the concert just to call
We
it.
just
there.
we sitting here. It's like, yeah, you know, they kind of remind me of City Girls. I'm like, oh, okay. And then this one, I'm glad they're women because
Well, he gave it. I don't know who City Girls are. I also had to give my input too.
you don't know who City Girls are.
Oh,
Them
You-
chicks that was dressed
They have-
like they was from the zoo with Cardi B and they was twerking on the boat. You ain't see that video?
You should love that video.
I don't watch anything with Cardi B.
No.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to even play the music. You just watch.
I mean, I don't.
It's been plenty of times we have said this to you. It's not about the music. That's not why that video went
Yeah, that video.
viral.
So it'd have been up your. You
They
can look
look
it up.
like people was doing memes and have them next to the little animals from the little cartoon Madagascar
Yeah.
because they was dressed like animals.
Yeah.
But they was twerking and they had like paint on their skin versus the actual costume.
No body paint.
Look.
He,
Now he gonna go look at it.
Jamil, he wouldn't know who Lil Yachty is, so he wouldn't know if Lil Yachty wrote for them or not.
He don't know none of the loops.
Yeah.
You got a little in front of your name.
He barely know Lil Wayne.
Right?
I know the old Lil Wayne. I don't know the new Lil Wayne.
Same nigga.
He knew Block is hot.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That
After
little.
Carter 2, I lost.
He lost himself.
Yeah. That's why I read.
I didn't know what
Like
he
I said,
was
that's
saying.
when I went off. Yeah, I went off the road a little. I couldn't do it no more.
You don't even gotta listen to watch the video. It's called.
Oh, really, alright? Tell them hoes I said, get up, bitch. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. He said bounce that ass back, but he don't got a stack. I said get the fuck back before your ass gets smacked. I don't fuck with the cap, I don't play that shit. Cause I am Queen Clee, yeah, I am that bitch. And my ass been fat, and my ass watching Yari Clee, you know we poppin'. Pop out on that scene, shake that shit, Rocky CC, but don't forget to tune in like you're watching TV. Bitch, you know you tuned in, cause that ass steady bouncing. And I know you like the way that I fucking pounce it. Don't be a hater, host, that's that girl up. Bounce that ass back with her, you ain't gotta do too much. Wait, I mean, actually, bitch, you ain't doing enough. Bitch, you need to get the fuck up. Break your back with her, and shake that ass with her. And do it like that with her. Make a couple bands and blow that fucking stack with her. Make that nigga think about that ass afterwards. Keep that ass jumping and keep the drinks coming. All them niggas love us why? Cause it's just something different about us. We don't do it just cause. Every time we hit the club, all the ladies jump up. Asses start moving and the asses start clapping. And the ass is still shaking and it ain't no stopping. So bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back, bounce it. Bounce that ass back, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bitch.
It's red. Big red. Yeah. Put that shit on, dogging this shit. I just want the bone, doing my shit. They want a clone in your hood, sticking and moving, grooving. Bitch, move around, we gon' shoot a movie. Don't do talk, finna get unruly down. This be hard, shit get hefty if you think I'm a sweetheart. Whole think she real till she meet me and I real. Wanna act the monkey, come meet my gorillas. One phone call, get you hurt, get you murked. Why my pretty ass silk, wine at the villa. Take your boyfriend, turn it to your ex. That's what happens when you try to flex. Put this cat on his hat, he a dog like Snoopy. He wanted red, so I gave him the word. Swear I'ma snap every time. Switch it up, I'ma always stay fine. I'ma die, don't hit my line. If it ain't about bread, I'ma press decline. In the jungle, lions and tigers and bears. Bitches is clowns, should work at the fair when I go anywhere. They gon' look, they gon' stare. That's why I put that shit on. Dogging this shit, I just want the bone. Doing my shit, they want a clone. In your hood, sticking and moving, grooving. Bitch, move, I'm gon' shoot a movie. Don't do talk, finna get unruly down. This be hard, shit get hit if you think I'm a sweetheart. Tryna get rich, bitch, leave me alone. Whole lot of money like BIA. Whether I'm at like MIA. Counter arresting my money stacked. She popping that ass like a tire's flat with my dogs, just like some canines. This bitch pussy, nickname feline, shit get ruthless. It's in my bloodline. Put that shit on, dogging this shit. I just want the bone, doing my shit. They want a clone in your hood, sticking and moving, grooving. Bitch, move wrong, we gon' shoot a movie. Don't do talk, finna get unruly down. This be hard, shit get hit if you think I'm a sweetheart. Like I said before, ho, let's go. Real ass bitch, you know that though. Daddy taught me, watch where I go, never trust no hoe, and stick by the code. Big Red taught me never to fold, stay loyal and true, go by what I'm told. And I do that, bitch, get blue back. That's why I put that shit on, dogging this shit. I just want the bone, doing my shit. They want a clone in your hood, sticking and moving, grooving. Bitch, move around, we gon' shoot a movie. Don't do talk, finna get unruly down. This be hard, shit get hit if you think I'm a sweetheart. Hoes be chicken, but we tryna club back. No cat, be strapped, ain't no fucking snapback. Purse so big, this is not a backpack. How your nigga the plug, but he sell a booth pat. I be grinding on my shit, bitch, I stay out the way. Baby daddy on my dick, man, I swear that nigga gay. I'ma talk my shit till I D.I.E. All fast, no diss, bitches know where I be. I be chillin' for real, why come for with me? 10 toes by myself, big rear, I'm a G. See a pretty ass face, none about a pussy. Bitch, better say a grace, I am not a rookie. Hoes I call sister, talking on the internet, all in my face. Bitch, you know we internet, it's real life. All I speak is facts, no cap, no bad. I put that shit on, dogging this shit. I just want the bone, doing my shit. They want a clone in your hood, sticking and moving, grooving. Bitch, move, I'm gon' shoot a movie. Don't do talk, finna get unruly down. This be hard, shit get hit if you think I'm a sweet. That's why I put that shit on, dogging this shit. I just want the bone, doing my shit. They want a clone in your hood, sticking and moving, grooving. Bitch, move, I'm gon' shoot a movie. Don't do talk, finna get unruly.
Bounce that ass back, bounce that ass back.
Yeah, I can see that.
What?
I enjoyed that video.
I bet you did.
We know
Definitely
you
to have
did.
those talented young ladies in studio as soon as possible. I'm serious.
We already know you being an old person.
Just saying. I want to see that performance live.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I get it's the actually the video is up.
No, yeah, I might have to put. I can't put that on my show. It's a little bit too much answer.
I mean, no, they actually. No, so here's the thing, like real talk. When they came to Atlanta, they actually had a dancer with them. Like I posted the video I think on my page or either on my IG, one of the two. But they actually had a routine. They had matching outfits. Like they came to really do the dance.
They had an act.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's going to love that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Make sure I hit the thank you some wine.
I'm sorry, you said what?
Huh?
What you say? You gonna get some what?
Just thank you.
Some Benjamins before the show? Is that what you're saying?
Just thinking out loud, especially getting on my birthday. It's my birthday.
She trying to be a whole entire hoe.
I'm just saying, my birthday, I have certain traditions.
And what's the tradition?
I get a bottle of XO, Remy XO, that is. And, I used to have some, young ladies that would, treat me to certain festivities and activities on my birthday. And,
Like I said, being a whole entire hoe.
yeah, but it's been like 4 years since I was a whole entire hoe on my birthday.
Well, last year I started a new tradition for you. You can do something.
No, I ain't drinking no 211 again.
Why?
I'm getting my bottle. I'm gonna have my bottle of XO this year. Last year, yeah, things were different. I had just lost my job, just started a new job. I was broke. I got money this time. I'm gonna get my bottle. 2 years I ain't get shit. No what? 2 years.
So,
But that wasn't the only thing. I didn't give you just 211. I gave you some tequila too.
Oh yeah, tequila.
so
I'm still scarred by the 211.
So you want me to try to book it for the weekend? I thought we was doing brunch on your birthday.
We still on the show too, right?
Oh Jesus.
Oh Jesus.
But hold on. This man said that I came in here sideways.
We
right?
all gonna be sideways. It's my birthday. I'm the big fofo.
So this man sat here and said that I came in here sideways after going to brunch.
Yeah,
Let me make sure I'm off that day. That weekend.
yeah,
Your birthday on Monday, so that would be the 14th.
yeah. 14.
Well, I'm down for the brunch.
Oh, shout out to Wild Range Entertainment on November 20th.
Oh yeah.
They have a show. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna play that video. The last time we played that, I had to run that shit back.
Hold on. You can drink that joint over there, but you throwing shade on my 211 that I bought you.
That's 5.5 alcohol.
This is the big one.
Yo.
It's a 25 ounce.
Yo, Jamil said you trying to relive Tip Drill.
Bro, that was a classic video, man. It changed a lot. In music videos, Tip Drill videos. A lot of people staying until 3 o'clock in the morning to try to catch that.
Watching it on
Uncut.
Uncut.
Yo, BET Uncut was this shit, dog.
Uncut was the shit, man. That's the last.
That was a damn near porno.
Pretty much, yeah. You stay until 3 o'clock.
That's the only place you can watch loose videos.
Pretty much. So yeah, man, Tip Drill. Yeah. I ain't gonna say we need to go back to that, but we do need to go back to that a little. Having fun.
A little bit.
Yeah, because now everybody talking about killing each other, we don't have those type of things, even though it was looked at in a bad way. But it was like we had. I ain't gonna say it was happy rap, but we had
Happy rap.
like stuff that we can listen to that we can just be like, yeah.
Boy, bad.
Just, they used to call Will Smith rap happy rap.
What's up? What's up, man? I've been calling you all day. Listen.
I don't know the name of the song.
I'm in the booth. I'm gonna call you back as soon as I'm done. Give me like 10 minutes.
What do you mean you're gonna call me back? Like, I've been calling you all day. It's been hours. Like, what are you doing?
I know it's your birthday. My apologies.
Yeah,
Give me 10 minutes, babe. I'm gonna call you right back.
I know you're with them girls.
I know you're with them girls.
Ain't no damn girls So let me see then.
Yeah, Moses talk about this shit.
You gonna do that? You gonna do that to me in front of Chill?
You got me waiting on my birthday, so let me see.
Yeah, no problem. Fellas, say hello.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
We working. That's working hard though.
Hey, listen. Hey, give me an hour. I'm gonna call you real quick. Calm down. Relax. I got you.
Hurry up.
Sometimes I don't even come home. Them nights you be calling my phone.
I know it's hard for you, doing what I do, staying out at night.
There's only one word for you that comes to my mind. Baby, you need to It might seem we're going the wrong way. You always scream, we never talk, and I never get a chance to say.
I know it's hard for you, doing what I do, staying out at night.
There's only one word for you that comes to my mind. Baby, you need to relax. Tell me what it is that I need to do.
For you to calm down,
Whatever it is, I will do. If you just relax, can you feel that? Take a chill pill, mama. I'll do whatever you need. I'll give you anything you want, baby. All you gotta do is relax, relax. Hey, all you gotta do is relax, relax, relax. All you gotta do is relax, relax, relax. Put it on the floor.
All you gotta do, CP3, is relax.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, man,
What I don't know what's going on is that CP3 is about 3 seconds from getting cut by the because he keep fucking with him. He like living dangerously tonight. He might not make it to his birthday, y'all. He might not even make it to the interview that he wants us to have.
This fool.
But that's a joint riff by Relax.
Relax by
by
Riff.
Riff. Yeah, I'm sorry. And they will be performing at Rams Head, Maryland Live, November 20th, I believe. And that's going to be brought to you by Wide Range Entertainment. So definitely want to go out there and support them brothers. They actually were on. I think they were on Lean on Me.
Yeah, maybe yeah. They definitely have talent. Like that song definitely is great.
So, what other craziness?
What's crazy is that I want y'all to know that CP3 over here trying to go in on me.
I'm just
Okay.
if y'all saw the picture.
So y'all know how they have the little apps where it makes you look old. So I took a picture of myself, and it made me look old. This fool, this Bama, said that I look like a drunk Mr. Miyagi.
With the head, if you look like a little Asian.
And then he started rubbing his hands together.
Oh shit!
He said I look like a little old Asian. Whole time he the one.
I'm black and neat, so I have no problem. I work at the carry out twice a week.
Clearly.
But yeah, you like Mr. Miyagi after a bender.
So, so the rap label 300, which was home to Megan Thee Stallion, the Migos, all these other it was done by the other two people that used to run Def Jam, Leroy Combs and the other nigga name, Kevin Lyles.
Okay.
And then also Roger Gold is in there, and Todd, whose last name sounds like he's Jewish. But they're looking to sell the label, which is really kind of crazy because the label is very profitable right now.
Right.
But they are. But I know Megan had had some disputes with it though, and I think Migos had some issues off of there too.
Yeah.
But
most of the time it's people approaching you trying to buy your label when you're at this status versus the other way around.
Well, Kevin Lyles and Lloyd Combs was with Russell Simmons when they when they were part of Def Jam, and then they sold Def Jam.
Right.
And then they're expected to sell for at least $400 million.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's.
Why you exhale like that?
I was just looking on Twitter at some of the comments after watching football.
Oh my God.
Reading some of the reporters I do follow that cover the team, John Kime, some of the stuff he was saying. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting show tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill. I normally do my post game, but doing at the bar radio tonight, so no post game tonight. But I'll definitely be checking the game out when I get home and re-looking at some things and scratching my head along with some other things. And quick segue, next week, Dexter New Blood start. I'm just saying. Because it's I was watching Dexter before I came in.
Of course you are.
I mean, they're doing a marathon with the New Blood season starting next Sunday. I woke up this morning and Dexter, the first season, was on.
So
I started my Sunday with some, Dexter.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It just popped in
yeah, because it did things like that just pop.
I mean, there's a lot of Dexter fans out there.
There are.
Can I finish this, please? That segue once again. We're on a rap label. You're talking about Dexter.
We don't like.
I'm gonna snake it together later.
Okay.
Please don't.
But with this label, if this label is sold and basically bought by one of the giants, Warner Brother, Universal, anything like that, it puts a big strain on the market because that's it limits where you can go to get your distribution and your deals and stuff like that. See, this is what happens. It's like Def Jam was bought up by like Island or eventually Universal bought Def Jam.
Yeah.
But the companies that bought them, like Island, was like Def Jam Island or Island Records, like that was Def Jam. They were bought by those companies. So when those bigger companies started buying them, that's how you wound up with like Mariah Carey or somebody who, because Def Jam was primarily a rap label. But that's how you started getting singers and stuff on those particular labels because, you know,
Yeah.
so of course they take everything from us. But I mean, if you have an opportunity to sell, you built something 5 years ago, and you have an opportunity to sell it for $400 million.
I ain't gonna say no.
You
It's
know,
like the
That's
cryptocurrency.
big money.
That's like the cryptocurrency market. I've been dibbling and dabbling a little bit in cryptocurrency lately. One of my coworkers has been educating me, and if you are in the cryptocurrency, there's a crypto out there called SHIB. This week they had a great profit week just because of someone mentioned Elon Musk's name in a tweet connected to SHIB. They were thinking that he was involved in funding it. So my coworker, he actually got in on the ground. He put in around, I think he said he put in around 3,000. Had about, I think he said that's about 1 billion shares of it. And with the growth that it had in that one day, that $3,000 he put in turned into 19,000.
Did he take it out?
He was riding it out. He cashed it out at, I think he said he let it fall because it was still rising. I think he said he cashed out at like 13. So he lost like 5, but he made 10. He kept on up. Damn, I should have put it when it was 19. I lost that 5. Like, dog, you just made 10 by doing nothing.
Right.
When he bought the stock, it had 9 zeros in front of it. Now it has 4 zeros. I mean, talking about less than a penny. Less than a penny a share. I have over 1 million shares of it now, but I got in a little bit too late, so I didn't get a chance to cash in on that boom that came through. And unfortunately now with the news coming out about Elon Musk not funding it, it's been on a downturn.
Yeah.
I was looking to cop some when it dropped to 55, like it did around 11 o'clock last night. I wasn't paying attention. I'd have bought some more, but I'm waiting for it to drop a little bit more to cop me a couple of more shares, a couple of more hundreds of thousands of shares, maybe a cool bill. And you just check it. It's interesting ways out here to create revenue. Actually had a young kid that was working with us, like 22 years old, that was basically living off of crypto for like 2 years, not working or anything, just playing the numbers and making money off of the cryptocurrency as it rises and falls. So I'm definitely going to educate myself on that, and a lot of folks should too. Just like Bitcoin, you know, we also those machines back in the day, by the ATM machine and the 7-Eleven. I know I looked at it like, what is that? Never paid no mind. One of those coins right now is worth $62,000.
Yeah.
One coin. And you got some folks that own 10, 20, 30,000 of them.
Funny thing is, there's a movie called Dope. And they were talking about cryptocurrency back then. It was 10 years, probably about 10, 11 years ago. It was a good movie too, by the way.
Dope. Maybe I should have watched it back then.
It's not what you think.
I mean, I'm talking about I wish I'd have got in on the crypto back then. Maybe if I had watched the movie, it would open my mind more too, and I maybe would have invested. That's what I was talking about. Jeez.
It was actually a good movie though, but they were selling dope, but it was not like it was by mistake.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm just starting to learn about it. I've been, reading up on it and trying to figure it out because, yeah, it's definitely another way to make some revenue, but not doing nothing. And like you said, you get it on the ground floor where you can pay $20 and get 2 million shares or 3 million shares or something. And then, like I say, if it goes from 9 zeros with 50 cent or 50 in front of it, and it goes and loses 3 of those zeros, you're looking at some money. So, yeah, it's crazy. I was listening to, I wish I'd have, paid more attention when he was telling me in the beginning, because when I first started there last year, if I'd have invested when he told me to back then, I'd be, I have a nice little piece of change I could have just snatched out and just doing a bank real quick.
What would you do if some strippers?
Nah, I probably would have caught me another ride real quick. Cheap, just something.
You would have thrown, with your birthday coming up, you wouldn't have thrown none at no strippers?
Nah, because they don't put out. I need somebody to put out. I got me an escort. No, I'm just playing. But,
are you really?
See, and this conversation was like going one way. How you go from cryptocurrency to escorts?
Called Segway.
Terrible.
Go far.
It's called terrible.
So-
Report with that score, you get discount.
So I don't know if you saw this. There was an Amazon driver that went viral.
Yeah,
He had
a scantily clad.
woman coming out the back of his Amazon truck. He's been fired.
See, that's wrong.
How?
Why?
Why is he's an independent contractor? What he does on his
He,
truck is
no,
his
no, no, no,
business.
no, no, no. Mm-mm.
That truck says Prime.
It was an Amazon Prime vehicle.
Was he a contractor or he was one of the
No,
guys
no, no,
that
no.
work?
When you drive the vehicle that says Amazon on it,
You can still get booty in the vehicle with somebody else's name on the side.
that is that you are an employee of theirs and you're driving their vehicle and you have their product in there.
And how is it wrong to have sex in the vehicle? Where is the problem in it? I don't see the
You're not
problem.
supposed to-
Because he was at
Okay,
work.
think
He
about
should have been
this.
delivering
You
packages.
remember?
in
You
it. Work,
remember?
he got something
Wait,
before.
wait, wait. But you weren't supposed to though. That's the problem that we're
We
saying.
ain't supposed to do a lot of things we still do.
He got caught.
But what is wrong? It was on his lunch break.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Well, Nick, technically maybe he took a 15-minute break. You get one of those. And how
You were
long
not
does it
supposed
take?
to have anyone in
Bruh.
the vehicle.
Bruh.
First of all, where we used to work, you already know.
Everybody used to
Yeah,
get
but you're
something.
not supposed to.
Because they did doesn't make it right.
Right.
But it don't make it wrong.
On the truck.
Yes, it does. It says in the handbook.
No.
Get some bags, clothes. What's going
Bruh,
on?
And
bruh.
you're skipping all over the bags.
I mean, no. Go down on the floor.
He said, I mean,
You put the cover down on the floor.
And what if something went missing? The company is now held liable. The company has to.
First of all,
How often do stuff get lost?
we-
in traffic? They act like that's something rare that happens.
I didn't say
we're
it
in
does.
COVID time. I don't want you to cough on my package. No, I don't want you to drip your bodily fluids on my shit neither.
And I'm aiming at it, you know that.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
And how many people do you know have great aim?
It don't matter, son. He got caught. He went viral.
Yeah.
First of all, we live in an age of people where people can just pull out their
You
cell
get
phone.
fired for less.
Maybe that was customer service. You put
Nah,
an extra
no.
mile for his customers.
She was and then look, the headlines literally said a scantily clad woman. First of all, she had on this little black dress, like you knew what it was. Even the way she got out the vehicle and kind of eased away.
Only
Yeah,
CP3.
They all knew it was wrong.
Different society came out the house.
Only
And
CP3.
that's how he was. He was like, all right, go. And it was all on camera.
Only CP3 is going to try to defend that like the dude is a
course.
victim.
Not that saying it, but I'm just saying, why is it wrong to get a little
Because
something,
it is.
something on your
It's literally
Because
against
you
company
fucking on
policy.
my packages.
But hold on, it's literally against company policy.
Yeah, that
Literally.
too.
What is?
What he did was
Having
literally,
sex on is it
you're not supposed to have anyone in there.
And that's
That's
what I went.
literally against
And you're not
company
supposed to be having sex on company time.
But if it was his lunch break, that's his time.
Here's the thing: there were no cameras inside of the vehicle.
It might have been
So
doing Bible
wait a minute. So regardless of what they were doing inside the vehicle, we know what he was probably doing 99.9% of the time. We already know what was going on. However, regardless of what they were doing in the vehicle, she wasn't supposed to be there. It was against the company's rules, regulations, and policy. So therefore, he got fired.
Talking about cryptocurrency.
And I can guarantee
I
that
doubt it was.
position. I can guarantee that position was an at-will situation. And if they're an at-will employer and he was in that type of position and it was not union, that made it even easier to fire him.
Look,
Because you have now made this company go viral for something that's negative. So now you're messing up everything.
There's no
and he was
such
getting
thing
paid for it.
as-
Amazon drivers are getting paid like $20 an hour right now.
And he wanted to look, working hard. He wanted to, get a little
He's
something.
supposed to
something
get that little something off the clock and not in the van.
Well, yeah, she did get the. She was getting the package.
No, I'm saying? You got a service with a smile.
I just hope she has a good job that she can support both of them.
I doubt they were really together. The way she had to slip about it then, that might not be his girl.
Well, it might have to be now.
If he had a girl, guess who found out?
That's a whole nother story.
So, in rapper news,
When is there not rapper news nowadays?
Y'all remember the song Trap Queen?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Made by Fetty Wap.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Future, but it was actually Fetty Wap who made the song.
Right. A lot of people were talking about that.
Fetty Wap
Mm-hmm.
had flew into New York. He's from New Jersey, but flew into New York
For a concert.
For part of the Rolling Loud set. And guess what happened to Fetty Wap? Fetty Wap got busted for drugs. Do you think just because you ride a private plane, these motherfuckers don't snitch on you?
But it wasn't just drugs. It wasn't just like your typical drug.
Heroin.
Fentanyl.
And fentanyl.
I can't even get it out.
Fentanyl and heroin.
And the reason why I can't get it out is because people were clowning him saying he was Fenty Wap. Like,
wait a minute. Let me get the list. So, Fetty Wap is accused of allegedly distributing over 100 kilos of heroin, fentanyl, cocaine, and crack.
Everything that's killing the black people in the community. I mean,
with correction officers and that. Oh my God!
Like he went hard.
He went hard in the paint. Waka Flocka.
And then, like I said, when people were when I read the comments, people are so mean.
Well, he's so stupid. Fetty Wap is accused of being part of a major drug distribution outfit that helped move over 100 kilos of heroin, fentanyl, cocaine, and crack cocaine in New York and New Jersey.
But people were so mean when they found out. They were like, "Oh, he ain't see it coming."
He probably
if
didn't.
You didn't know, the young man is missing the eye.
Yeah, he's blind in one eye.
It's missing.
No, it's there. It's just.
No, I thought it was missing.
No.
It's like when it's sort of open, you can see that it ain't nothing. Because he had like
he got a white thing in it now.
He had like some type of it was a medical issue. It wasn't like somebody shot him in the eye or something like that. It was a medical issue where he lost his eye. But they were saying he didn't see it coming. They called him Fenty Wap. Like they were going in on him.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, like Fetty Wap just. I mean, he was set to perform.
And they said that he has a new album coming out. So it was like, dude, you probably ain't even have to do any of this stuff. You know what I mean?
And it looks like it might be a Fed charge.
It is. It's definitely a Fed. You took 100 kilos of anything? Yeah.
And they said it's a ring.
They said he could be facing life. Like he could be facing life.
Damn. Hit him with the Rico.
Like, dude, you did all this for what now? I'm confused. So everybody was like, yeah, his lyrics, what we heard in his lyrics is his life, not previous life, his current life.
I hope he got a trap king that's going to hold him down when he goes in, because he's going to really need a real one.
For what? He ain't coming out. Bad decisions ain't even a word.
If you're going to do it the right way. Separate it from yourself.
He said do it the right way.
Yeah, I mean.
Bro, did you hear what we just said the drugs were?
I understand. But like I said, the only reason why fentanyl and opioids are a problem now because a certain group of people are overdosing because of it.
Right, but we don't care about that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
What we talking about is you as a black man are literally distributing these drugs to your community that has killed black people for years.
Granted, true.
He literally has the power to do better and uplift people, but that's not what he doing.
Certain people are going to do those drugs anyway, no matter who brings it.
Right, but why he got to be the one? You know how much? 100 kilos.
He doesn't have to be the one, but it depends on. Like I said, I know certain situations with certain people that I know that they do certain things, but they end up giving back to the community. having events to help the less fortunate in that area.
Mhm.
Because certain people are going to do drugs no matter what.
Have you heard of him doing that?
No, I'm not speaking. The only reason I know him because of the song 1738, because that's what I drink. That's the only reason
And
I know
you
that
was mad at him about that. So
Yeah,
don't
I'm
even
not-
say, don't even
because-
try to come to his defense.
I'm not gonna, I don't give a damn about him. He can stay in jail his whole fucking life. I'm just saying, this country has done this, and that's why some of these folks that's rich now, because they profited off of doing things that were illegal in this country, but they called it different things because they were different shade of the persuasion. Now I know some minorities that have taken that same path. Unfortunately, yeah, you have the illegal drugs, but like you said, people are going to take those anyway. But it's what you do with it. You know where you're going, you know what lifestyle you lead, you know what path you're facing if you decide to take that route. But if you're going to do it, have a reason to do it if it's going to be something positive, try to make something positive out of it, creating revenue or
But here's the thing about
anything.
that is
He
that
got revenue.
he got
already.
revenue.
Himself.
No, he has he was performing at the Rolling Loud Festival. He's making probably at least 30 to 40 bands for that show, for that set, regardless. He went.
So you thought
It don't
get back
it don't matter. Like the dog, whether he get back or not, he's still doing it wrong.
It depends on how you look at it.
It's still wrong.
Every perspective, like I said, I'm coming from a different perspective. I know it's the negative side of it, but these people are still going to do it. And if you can turn those people's ill will and decide and choices to do those illegal drugs into helping someone in that same community that's maybe an artist or something that need paintbrushes, that
100
need
kilos though.
I'm-
You got people
Bruh,
with
bruh.
100 kilos that would be the first time they ever touched it. You see what I'm saying? It's not just about
if he wasn't the one bringing
no,
it.
that maybe not because with 100 kilos, you're flooding the system with that.
Well, technically, no.
No,
100
but you're
kilos is
adding.
10.
What I'm saying is you're adding to the pot. So that means when you're adding to the pot, you got people that now possibly based off of those 100 kilos. You got people that may not have touched it had you not brought your little 100 kilos into the pot.
So how would they get around it if they weren't in those circles before? All of a sudden they're doing their same everyday life.
Because you're
then all
creating
of a sudden
more.
But that doesn't mean it's going to be in their circle if they were in the same circle that wasn't involved with it before. Or all of a sudden, because it's more of it, if they're still in that same circle doing the same things they were doing, how would that get introduced into their circle?
Making it more accessible is what
to
I'm
the
saying.
folks that want it. To the folks that's not on that level
Not
or even
just
want it, they're
for
not
the
going
folks
to
that there are things that like a certain type of food. Let's say it's a certain type of food out here, right? Okay, there's a lot of it. All of a sudden, there's a lot of that certain type of food. Okay, people who may not have attempted to try that certain type of food because now it's a lot of it may actually try that certain type of food.
Yeah,
they may not have before then.
Bad things are going to happen unless you choose to.
But 63, he didn't. The thing about it is one thing. He didn't have to sell.
No, he didn't. It was a choice that he made. Yeah.
So outside of anything of it is this is a dude that went on tour with Taylor Swift.
Right.
This dude literally, the song Trap Queen's a one-hit wonder. He can tour for the rest of his life just off that particular song.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we talking what we don't hear, he has a core fan base that's streaming his music on Spotify, that's watching his video on YouTube.
Yeah, when you pull up his stats, like he
got
got a fan base. And then he, like I said, he was
so it's not like he was the Robin Hood of drug dealers. He was just doing it just to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the choice that he made.
So it's one of those things where, dude, you made it out the hood, and it's one thing to be a drug dealer in the hood and because you were poor. It's another thing to be rich and you just selling drugs because you ain't got shit else to do.
And any good that he could have possibly done before, without selling drugs, it's not gonna happen now. It's not gonna happen. Any good that he could have brought to the table, based off of the money or the access that he's had, because sometimes it's not about the money that you take out of your pocket and produce. When you're at the platform that he's at, there are ways that you can impact the culture positively that he's not gonna be able to do now. He's not gonna be able to touch
what
that.
is all that he knows? Like you said, his what he's known for is trap queen. So he's a hood motherfucker that made money. That what does a hood motherfucker do? He takes that tax money, go to the dope man, flip that money, go back get another package,
That's
and
what
do
we
it again.
saying.
So that's
Stupid.
all he knows. So
He knows.
it's not a big shock that
He knows.
he's doing this.
He knows more. He had to escape. He just chose to walk away from that
He
door.
chose to go back.
It's what he knows. It's his
Bro,
comfort.
he knows more because when you go on tour with Taylor Swift, that's a whole nother different type of life.
Yeah, but that's a couple of years. We're talking about his upbringing from a child to until he made it.
You can adapt. Once you make it, you adapt and change.
Everybody can't do that.
A lot
Especially
of
coming
people-
from a lot of people can, but especially coming probably from his. I don't know nothing about him. I know he probably came from a rough background in the hood. They can't make that leap that now I've made it out. Now I can do better for myself. Now I've made it to get money. How can I go back and make money the way I know how to triple this and make the yada yada yada? Fuck that legal money because they're gonna tax that shit. Boom boom. Uncle Sam get his cut. I know if I go out here and do this on the block, all this come to me. When I even do my music, my manager get a 30% cut. He ain't doing shit. I'm doing the music. This is their mindset because that's what they came in to survive and fight for themselves and try to make as much money as they can, along with the American capitalist machine that always teaches us we need more, we need more, we need more. Like we talking about Bezos and Elon Musk just being the richest man in the world, and they making trips to space and shit. But they not. I mean, they say they doing stuff for humanity, but they not doing shit except for getting richer. And it's unfortunately with a black man that comes up in money, that just came up on money, like say Elon Musk is doing cryptocurrency. Young brothers from the hood, unfortunately, go back to what they know: drugs or cars
But
or
he
guns.
didn't. But he didn't have to.
No, he didn't have to, but unfortunately, he's conditioned to that, coming from where he came from.
He's choosing not to learn from his mistake. If I see my brother walk on ice, right, and he falls, and I see my cousin walk on ice and he falls, make a decision. I'm not gonna walk on ice because I know I'm gonna fall.
True.
Like I ain't have to. Me and my brother was raised in the same house. I didn't hustle because I saw what it did to my mother when my brother got locked up. I know what it's like to have your mother cry herself to sleep. I know what it's like to have your mother look in the mirror and think that she a failure because her son got locked up. I know what it's like for my mother to feel shame because she don't want to go around the family because her oldest son is locked up.
Yeah.
So I willingly chose, and we came from the same house, and I made the decision that I didn't want to go down that road.
Right.
Because I know what it did to my family on the outside. I know the pain that it felt. I know how I felt. I know how my aunt felt. Like even now with him just coming home, by the grace of God, he came home in May and my aunt passed away in June.
Right.
Because when my grandmother passed away in 93, he couldn't come to the funeral because he was locked up.
Yeah.
And the only way they was going to allow him to come to the funeral would be in handcuffs.
Right.
And who would want to say goodbye to with two agents beside you? And who would want to say goodbye to their grandmother like that? So now instead of people remembering my grandmother, they whispering.
Yep. And they'll remember him coming like that.
So I know what it did. It's a conscious choice to me. Because what it did to my family, that pain that my mother went through, and watching her cry herself to sleep almost every night, and then having to go to school, take care of my nephew and my sister, and go to school the next day was a lot. So it's just a choice to me.
Mm-hmm.
You have an opportunity, and like I said, he had an opportunity to change a lot. He made a choice to go back to something that he didn't even need.
Right.
It's not like it ain't like he's making buku little bit of change. No, his streaming, he has revenues that wasn't even heard of 20 years ago. As an artist, where you ain't got to do nothing, where you can just sit and release music that no one's heard of. You got YouTube, you got Tidal, you have uh, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon. You literally ain't got to do shit but just release your music. And then
his music, remember, it was cultural.
Yeah.
That mannequin challenge. You remember that?
I don't get none of that. I don't.
No, the mannequin challenge, when people would do their little challenge, or everybody would be like stuck like this. Yeah, that he played a part in it.
Yeah, I mean, the people can TikTok all this shit. Like his fan, like he's actually is one of the people that when 6ix9ine was up and coming, he actually allowed 6ix9ine to get on a song with him, and that gave 6ix9ine popularity. Yeah, maybe that wasn't a good one to bring up.
I was about to say, that didn't really.
But we know this now because we know who 6ix9ine is because of him. Which is odd. It's odd because 6ix9ine is known as a snitch.
Yeah.
Kind of odd. So he might want to check his.
He might have got snitched on.
He might want to check his.
But you know, it's just like I said. He had, and the thing is, Trap Queen probably sold astronomical amounts to where, like, when you have a record like that, it can still be selling to this day.
Yeah, but you know, people too stuck in their ways and don't want to evolve, and that's the problem. That's a problem in our community, and it's sad that he's not a success story. It's the other way around. He's not a success story. Someone who overcame his circumstances and stopped doing X, Y, Z and flipped into doing something.
Honestly, how many of those stories are really true?
It would be nice if he were one.
So Trap Queen came out in 2014. It has sold over 10 million copies. In addition to his accomplishments with his major hit, he is far from a one-hit wonder, as his other track, 679, and again are also 6 times and 3 times platinum.
And this dude facing life.
Hey, we all make choices.
Actually, I'm sorry. Trap Queen is 7 times platinum, not according to this other one.
Yeah, so I mean, you make choices and repercussions of your actions. It is what it is. He's a grown ass man. He made a choice, and you know, gotta face the repercussions of it. You know, it's just
it's unfortunate.
I mean, I look at it because like I bring up the history of this country and the families that's been rich over the longevity of this country, and they basically did the same thing. They made their money off of the drug at the time, which was prohibition, alcohol. Most of their empires are built off of that, or stolen land, or whatever. But it's turned around and got whitewashed in history, so it's a legacy and it's just old money. But when a young black person goes down that same path, it's demonized, criminalized, yada yada yada. It's just frustrating.
Yeah, but you comparing 1950 to 2021.
I'm just comparing the history of this country.
Yeah.
I'm just comparing the history of it. Just it's sad to see the two different ways it can get looked at and get forecast. Like I said, I'm not defending what he did. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying I'm just taking a step back. Like I said, I've been in that position on that side to have to be in a situation to hustle because I had to pay my bills and had to do what needed to be done. And it just sucks when you get put in that position with all the inequality with the credit system, the whole capitalist machine of this country, where you can have a minority with a similar credit score, same credit as a non-minority couple, and they get a higher, loan amount or get a higher credit score because of their skin color, and we have to keep fighting and scraping and scraping to try to make it. And then that's when you get the mentality of, well, I'm going to do what I have to do to try to get where those other folks are just because of their skin color. So they decide to revert back to selling drugs, guns, whatever, the illegal stuff they did to make their money, to try to build their empire because they see the same thing going on across the street, but it gets spun in a different way because of their color. So I'm just looking at the frustration of trying to make it in this country as a minority when you see the bullshit and hypocrisy that goes on with the other side of it.
But at some point we have to be accountable for our actions.
Oh yeah, but you make that choice to say, look, this is what I know. I see, you know, if I play my cards right, I can make this work. Unfortunately, because of our skin color, we're always the suspect. It's easy for the other folks to get away with it because they're never perceived as a threat. They're never perceived as doing anything that they're not supposed to do. So it's easier for them to get away with. So when we get caught up in that trap, then yeah, it was a conscious choice, and yeah, we got to go down that road and face those consequences. But until someone comes in their life and shows them there's another way, a better way, they're always going to revert back to what they know and their survival instinct.
This dude had a 7-time platinum single. He ain't had no. He made a choice to go back to his old ways.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
he's
chasing that American dream.
He already had the American dream.
Not in his eyes, because he got other people in his pockets taking out taxes, managers, this fee, that fee. When you selling, you buy from the wholesale man. You know you cut it this way, you're gonna get your money. That's your profit. That's your profit.
What I'm hearing is greed.
Yeah, that's the American dream. Keep getting till you can't get no more.
So
until you go to jail for life.
Or you got a good lawyer to get you off.
It's gonna be difficult.
Not when it's this. That's what I'm speaking about. That's what that's the catch-22 with this country. You can have the American dream if you have the right skin color. If you want the American dream as a minority, you have to play by a different set of rules, and there's a different consequences to the game that we have to play as opposed to the game that they get to play. We have a certain game that we have to play in this country. Music, sports, drugs, or if you're lucky enough to find it, to have the knowledge to get out and get a good job and build. But that's a slim percent. That's like the college players going to the NFL. It's like 10% of those players are going to make it to the NFL. And it's like 10% of the talented, smart minorities are going to make it to the pinnacle of their actual career without having to work a second job or do this and do that to try to get that American dream that they see their white counterpart able to do without breaking the sweat. It's a frustration situation for a young person that doesn't know anything but hood mentality to accept that and to know how to process that and to put it into something positive. They're automatically going to take the shortcut and say, hey, I know I can make money doing this. I got this money now. I can use it to flip that. Oh, boom, I can do that. Boom. And that's all they think about. They don't think about, well, hey, I can maybe go open a school for my community, give some black people some jobs, and help my community by building a daycare or school. They don't understand that until somebody opens their eyes and they see that. So I'm not making excuses for them. Don't take it as that. I'm just on a diatribe of some shit I've been thinking about for.
Like I said, he didn't evolve.
Yeah, but you have to have someone that's going to help you evolve. You're not just going to make it.
I'm sure he had somebody to help.
Some people can, but everyone doesn't have that. Everyone doesn't have that. We have to remember that.
But it's not that everyone doesn't have. You got to want to evolve.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but you have to.
But you
can evolve.
But like I said, you have to.
No,
you have to.
I hear you, but not knowing, just like when you're coming into the law, ignorance of the law does not excuse you from it. So at the end of the day, yeah, he ain't know, but that's no excuse for him being in this situation. He knew what he was doing was wrong.
I said I wasn't making an excuse.
I was saying.
I'm not saying you in general, but I'm saying overall, that's not an excuse.
I mean, as an independent artist, I can tell you like this: he achieved a dream. He got the brass ring, but now he chose to drop it.
Yeah. It's tough.
And it's tough because you want people, whether I like your music or I don't like your music, it doesn't matter. If you win as a black man, I want you to win.
Real talk. If you win, we all win. When you fall, unfortunately, we all fall because now we have another black man, a rapper, who went to jail. He got locked up for this and maybe facing life because he decided to sell drugs. So now, you know, the other side of the coin, people who are not, like you said, our skin color. Oh, another rapper that went to jail for selling drugs. So yeah, that's a hit for all of us. That's sad, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is. Well, let's wind this down. 'Cause I'm tired of shit.
Mhm. It's Halloween. I'm surprised you ain't had nobody knock on your door.
Good, because I would have mugged them.
You know what?
I turn the camera. We'll be right back.
Turn the camera.
But real
so
quick,
cool,
I
you
want to give props out to all, like, you this year. I have seen some costumes, y'all. I want to give props out to people. You know, I understand that people are, you know, have issues with the holiday, Halloween in general. But the creativity that I've been seeing has been amazing, and I do want to give props out to people who have taken a step out of their normal box to be more creative.
I won't give a shout out to nobody.
Me too. I'm just saying, it takes
No.
to be
No,
creative.
I'll tell you this. So, our friend from New Zealand, Johnny, has been putting up a lot of, not just his kids' music, but he has been doing some lives with his home studio and stuff like that. And he's doing good. You know, very talented family man.
And I thought about him, y'all. I really did. I thought about him. When was it? Yesterday. I have a new. I bought a new. I have a new addition to my home gym, and I got on the machine. It's like one of those stair climber type of things.
Mhm.
It has a screen on it, and the very first one that popped up is like you're supposed to be doing this trail in New Zealand. And it's a guy walking, he's like talking to you. I end up turning him down and just looking at the scenery and then playing my normal music. But I mean, we already, well, a lot of people already know New Zealand is just beautiful. And I really hope to go out there and hopefully meet our friends out there. Um, I've shared that I have some Pacific Islander, you know, connections. My family is out there. So hopefully one day I can go say what's up. So
That'd be dope.
shout out to our New Zealand folks. But New Zealand is very nice, very peaceful place.
It is.
Yeah. Passports.
Yeah, we should. I'm trying to tell y'all we should all go.
You got anything, CP3?
Trying to get Europe.
He's trying to find a white chick.
No, he's trying to get to Amsterdam.
That too.
Both.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Got a white chick in Amsterdam.
Yeah, after that, hey,
Oh, Harold and Kumar ass.
They got to legalize prostitution. Oh, did you see it came out that Kyle Penn came out as gay today?
I'm sorry, who what?
Kyle Penn,
Came out as what?
gay.
Why do we have to know everyone's sexuality?
Who's Kyle Penn?
From Harold and Kumar. Remember Harold and Kumar was the
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Kyle Penn, the Indian dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he came and said him and his boyfriend been in a relationship for 14 years. I had a feeling, you know, he was
But
gay.
no, that was today. I thought he already said that.
Well, I didn't know. I just saw it coming across. I was looking
Like did the guy pass away or something?
No, they said they were gay before. I just said it's higher. I said they've been together for 14, but they officially came out as gay. And I kind of figured that, you know, he was. Because, like, with him and Neil Patrick Harris, when they played in that movie, they both played overly aggressive males. And I know you know some guys that, you know, out here.
And Neil Patrick Harris is gay.
Yeah, I didn't know that until a couple of years ago. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah, I mean, they threatened to out him.
Oh, for real?
One of the
Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah. It's one of those celebrity sites that was threatening to out him. He's just like, oh, I'm just gay.
Hey, that's what tripped me out.
Yeah.
Here's a while.
Like have kids.
Yeah, it tripped me out how people concerned about what people do in their bedroom. That makes a difference. I still can't wrap my head around what difference will it make who they fucking in their bedroom. How does that affect you?
Why do we care?
As long as it's not me
Yeah,
or the person that I'm dealing with, I'm not gonna care.
That's crazy. But tomorrow night, Sports and Mill podcast is always 9 o'clock. Talking Capitals and a 5-0-3 start. that margarita. We're talking the Capitals, and we're going to talk about the latest loss by the Washington football team, dropping them 2-6, going into their bye week. So it's a bye week. Then next week there will be no pre and post game. I did a quick pre-game before. I'll cover the game tomorrow after I, like I said, check it out and get to the bottom of some of the issues that's going on. We'll talk some Wizards with the 5-1 start, and we might even talk a little bit of World Series because it looks like the Braves are going to close out the Astros. They're up 3-1, looking to close out, I believe, tonight. I'm not really a fan of that. Normally I'm an NL guy, but I'm a Nats fan. And seeing the Braves win a championship, I won't be too happy about, but
I know, right?
it could have been the Dodgers, so I'll have to suck this one up. Yeah. I'm hopeful that the Astros will maybe come back. They may push the Game 7 with us when we played them.
Right.
But yeah, it was a 2-0 game. That's an over 3-2 loss. We've already talked a little bit about that. And that's probably about it. Try to get on the air, get off the air. In about 2 hours. We've been going a little long lately, but the NBA roundtable been talking Wizards winning, so I'm not even going to be mad. So yeah, I'm definitely impressed with the way Wes Unseld Jr. has that team playing. I might even chime in on the roundtable tomorrow because I've been actually watching some basketball.
Look at you.
Yeah, with no Capitals on, so I had the basketball on the second TV.
See, you didn't have to say all that other stuff. You should just left it there.
Normally, I have more wrestling and something when you put on basketball, but the fact that they're playing well.
Did you just say wrestling?
No, I'll be watching wrestling. I have it on. It's on the second TV with no sound, so I just watch it. I got 3 TVs.
You only watch the female matches, don't you?
I like the female matches.
Wait, why do you pause like that?
Because I do.
Because he was thinking about the last one he saw.
It's a couple of
It's a rock that's married. Stop looking at them.
I can still look.
You ain't never cared about them being married. I don't even
No,
know.
I stopped looking at Beyonce when she married Jay. No, that's my man. I can't do it. I stopped even looking.
I have so many things I want to say.
Just couldn't do it, man.
Because that's your dude.
That's my dude, man. I can't even look at her like that, man. It's
What?
wrong. It's wrong.
That is some nonsense.
I'm just saying, I got rules. I got morals.
Since when? Since
certain
Beyonce,
situations.
and Jay-Z got
Yeah,
married.
in certain situations, I got morals. Some I don't. But
Aren't you the same dude that got hit in the church parking lot?
it was adjacent to the church. It wasn't
No,
in the church park.
It was owned by the church.
That we don't know that technically. If they owned it. I don't know if they owned the lot now, but it wasn't the church
If it
parking
was
lot.
their daycare,
It was a lot adjacent to the
if
church.
it was their daycare,
I ride by there
that
every
parking
day.
lot was
By a pregnant church lady?
She wasn't a church lady. She just worked at the church.
Oh, but she was pregnant?
by a church employee.
I didn't get here from when she was pregnant. I ended up hitting her again when she was
She was
pregnant.
an employee of the church.
Was she married?
Yeah, she was married. That was the
Married employee of the church.
It was a daycare technically.
And the daycare
What
was
was
run
the
by
name of
the
the
church,
daycare?
right?
Yeah, it was in the church.
So therefore, the daycare.
I think it was a partnership. I don't know if the church.
Yes, you trying. Nah, bruh. It was run by the daycare was run by the church, which means the daycare and the parking lot attached to it was run by the church.
Well, see, I don't
That
know if it
means
was a
that
church
they-
now because there's nothing there. So
That's not what you said a minute ago. That's not what you said a
I
minute
don't know
ago.
if it was
Back
a church or
then-
it's been a school that looked like a church.
Nah. Don't try to
I'm
change.
just
Yeah.
saying. We
Yeah,
all make
okay.
mistakes. That was a fun mistake, but it was a mistake.
How many times that mistake happened?
With Murray, it only happened one time. Knowingly with the Murray.
Wait. I thought no. With the chick that we talking about, it was more than once. You told us that.
Yeah, it was more than once with her.
Right. That's what we talking
But
about.
it had been nobody else. It
You
was
know
only
what?
one time.
You know,
One
I'm about to.
No. One time means one time, not because it's one woman. It was numerous times.
No,
with
that
her.
all counts in one occasion.
No.
No.
No, that's all one occasion. That whole interaction over that year and a half we together.
What? The only year
Damn.
together with her, she was married.
Yeah, she came to my Christmas. She came to the Christmas party.
Wait, what the? Oh,
Spent the night with me there.
I'm playing music. We out.
Dropped her off at her mother's house.
see y'all.
Hey, baby.
No. Yeah.
CP3 says will not reflect being radiant.
No, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, happy Native American History Month. Yeah, say that. Say something.
Just know why.
Come on now. Come on now. But, sir,
Just know why.
what did you think he was?
Yeah, I'm he's such a dick tonight.
Like,
Nigga, I would wait.
because I know who I don't have.
Shit, I'm behind the ticket.
Dallas.
That's what he do.
I hate it.
Politicians, opposition, pissing.
I'm trying to cop a burger, he caught up with all the pictures. And I can never trust when ain't no level, you got them rich. Oh no, I've been asking where you bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get it. You know, just know why. It's just that planet, oh no, I've been asking where you bitch at. You know, just know why. Get rid of you. I'm making it literal. I started this shit. I'm what you ready for. And I can do no minimum. Speaking of this, I don't need no interlude. Fuck you with my thing, you have been catch it.
All right.
All this shit, it's always been a you tell me what you do, what you finna do. How I gon' decline when my streak been approved. I bring the big bean of pussy, or be the case. I'm on a mission, cause I'm always riding with my ex. He never been about that, see it on his face. Ain't written up, nigga, then we call it just a game. Cause oh no, I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure where to get lit. You just know why, with that chick, I'm on the road, cause just that planet, this ain't get back.